Hello, I'm Rick Lay. Thanks for dropping by so I can tell you about a screenplay that I'm very proud of. It's called The Crossroads of Love. Over the past decade, I've written nearly 20 novels. And one of my more recent novels is the Crossroads series. The Crossroads of Love is the first in the series. And I actually wrote the screenplay before the novel, so it's not really an adaptation. The Crossroads of Love is a warm, funny, and deeply human second-chance romance about two people who believe life and love may have already passed them by, until fate parks them in the same dusty auto auction lot in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Charlie Newthrow is 65, a retired literature professor, a widower. He's brilliant with words and terrible with living. He's returned to his hometown to care for his aging mother and finally write his great American novel. Instead, he finds himself battling writer's block, loneliness, and unresolved grief, discovering that none of those things respond to good intentions. So Charlie takes a part-time job at Crossroads Auto Auction just to get out of the house and clear his mind. The auction is struggling, and it's overrun with a group of gruff, retired truckers, factory workers, and mechanics who treat Charlie like he just walked into a demolition derby wearing loafers. They argue, tell exaggerated stories, and quietly carry decades of loyalty, regret, and unspoken history. Then there's Erin Riley, 55, a retired ER nurse, divorced and still hurting years later. Erin is kind, guarded, and exhausted from a lifetime of saving other people. She works at the auction not because she loves cars, but because it's one of the few places where no one expects her to be strong anymore. Charlie and Erin don't meet in a cute rom-com way. They meet because Charlie parked in Erin's space. At first, they barely tolerate each other. Charlie still wears his wedding ring, and Erin assumes he's married and awkwardly hitting on her. But slowly, through shared lunches, broken cars, sarcastic banter, and long conversations neither of them expected to have again, something begins to shift. They don't fall in love because they're lonely. They fall in love because they finally feel seen. Around them is a rich ensemble of older co-workers. Think Grumpy Old Men meets the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, grounded in authentic, small-town Pennsylvania life. But the heart of the story is simple. Two people who believed love was behind them discover it was only waiting. The conflict isn't external villains. It's fear. It's grief. It's the terrifying realization that loving again means risking loss again. From a production standpoint, this can be made for well under $1 million, with existing locations already spec'd out. Or elevated through casting, with a $15 to $20 million budget to perhaps include the likes of Diane Lane and George Clooney, and become a global box office sensation. And speaking about market potential, recently I've been working with a Swiss firm called Largo. Their company gets critical data directly from the leading streaming platforms, including Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and HBO. According to their analysis, The Crossroads of Love scores very favorably with movies such as Book Club and Hearts Beat Loud in terms of emotion tone and emotional intensity, which is exactly what studios and streamers are looking for in fresh, new content. The Largo analysis shows a good demographic breakdown of males and females drawn to the story, along with strong interest across age groups, with only a slight lean towards older audiences. Also, after analyzing a number of my screenplays, Largo asked me to participate in the European Film Market 2026 in Berlin to talk with entertainment industry executives from across the globe. It's a great honor, and I'm pleased to participate. The Crossroads of Love is also the first in a series of novels adapted for the screen, followed by The Crossroads of Fame, The Crossroads of Redemption, and The Crossroads of Legacy, creating a natural franchise. While The Crossroads of Love is currently scripted as a theatrical film, it could easily morph into a limited series that will delight audiences for several seasons. The Crossroads of Love isn't just a romance. It's a reminder that sometimes the road back to love begins exactly where you thought your journey ended. The Crossroads of Love is just one of my production-ready film projects, and I'm looking forward to working with other professionals who love movies as I do and want to bring great stories to the screen. If you'd like to continue this conversation, please reach out to me via email at rick@richardplay.com. I look forward to continuing our conversation.